The Hell's Last box is here, and these miniatures look absolutely incredible. There is so much character and awesomeness in one box, and we're super excited to bring you some painting videos on them. Hello there. In this video, we're going to show you how to paint the tartan cloth that you can see on Veteran Sergeant Gronier. This might look intimidating to do, but we've broken down the process to make it nice and simple for your viewing pleasure. The paints we'll be using are on screen now. You can also find the paint list in the description below. We also have a list of the additional equipment we've used, but you can use whatever brushes you feel most comfortable with. If you're new to painting or want to brush up on your skills, you can check out our Citadel Color Painting Essentials playlist to learn all about our paints and techniques. As you can see, we've undercoated our Sergeant Gronier with Chaos Black in order to make it easy for you to see what areas we're painting. First up, I need to give my area a strong base coat of Sons of Horus Green. I'll make sure to cover the entire area in my first layer, spreading the paint around and making sure not to paint the same bit repeatedly. This will avoid any unwanted texture building up. Once the first layer is dry, I'll come back to do another. I'll most likely need 2 to 3 layers to get full coverage. Sons of Horus Green is an absolutely beautiful desaturated green that works perfectly as our base coat for tartan cloth. Just remember to build up the coverage with multiple thin layers for a nice clean finish. Okay, with the base done, we'd normally go into doing a shade next, but I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to wait until I've completed my tartan pattern and then shade over the entire area. So with that said, I need to start the pattern. If we look at our reference imagery, we can see that there are vertical and horizontal stripes that make up the pattern. And these are a hue that is a little bit darker than the base color. So I'm going to use Vulkan Green to do the pattern with. I'll roughly pick out the middle of my area and do a stripe about 1 millimeter wide all the way down. Once that's done, I'll move along the area doing more, leaving a couple of millimeters between each stripe going down. Remember that the cloth is curved, so you need to make the distance between each stripe slightly wider at the bottom than at the top. Once that is done, I'll then do my horizontal line following the curvature of the cloth. Again, keeping it 1 millimeter in width and a little bit from the edge. Once that is done, I'll do one more a bit further up in order to make the pattern. Okay, with the horizontal and vertical lines done, I now need to complete the pattern with a third color. This will be Lupercal Green, and I'm going to paint little squares where the horizontal and vertical lines intersect. Take your time doing this, and if you make a mistake, just tidy back up with the previous colors. Alright, with the pattern established, I now need to shade the cloak. I'm going to use Coelia Green shade and apply that into the recesses to give my tartan cloak a bit more depth. The reason why I'm shading now is because I want the shade to hit all 3 previous colors together. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Lastly, I need to highlight the cloth. There are a few different hues of green going on here, so I'm going to need a highlight that works for all of them. To do this, I'll use Iron Rack Skin, but thin it out with Lahmian Medium to a 1:3 ratio so it's not too opaque. This will allow it to sit nicely across all the hues and look like cloth. Remember that cloth is a soft surface that absorbs light, unlike a hard surface like power armor or metals that reflect it. So, thinning out the highlight will make the cloth look more realistic. And there we go, my tartan pattern cloth is complete and looks great. Remember when doing this to try and keep your horizontal and vertical lines small and in proportion with the area that you are painting them on. And there we go, a little breakdown on how to do tartan pattern cloth. You can follow these steps but change out the colors to whatever you like for your own miniatures. We've had a lot of fun with this video and we hope you have too. For more painting videos, head over to our YouTube channel. If you need more help, you can always head to one of our Warhammer stores where our friendly staff will be more than happy to help. Well, we hope you've enjoyed this video and we'll see you again soon. Bye bye!